Hi guys, today we are going to interview some of our friends and seniors in our faculties. 4 questions about linguistic variations and constructions of identities. Here are the 4 questions.
So for the first question, do you have a nickname that your close friend call you? The second one, if other people call you with that name, how do you feel? The third one, do you have a special word that you and your close friend use in a group? And for the last question, does exchange or study abroad will lose their culture or not? So let's go to interview. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, most of my friends called me Shorty or Aitia or Aitolik, something like that.
I think one word was tot. They were call me like tot like that.
For me, I have one. What about you?
I have one.
What is it?
Is P.
But for me, it's
Yes, my friends call me Pui Pui.
Then I don't really care because they're not my friends. I'm not gonna turn my head. I'm not gonna reply because it's not like. I mean, they don't like. They're not my friends. Like, I'm not gonna reply.
I feel bad just the moment at first because I realized that we are not that close enough to call me something like that. Yeah.
It's a word that improper to say it in a public area. But nowadays, I think that it's feel to be myself, and I think that that kind of word was such an inspiration for me to keep on being a funny guy. Because when my friends call me Tot, it's like they feel happy and they feel free, and it shows that our relationships is close enough to say that kind of name.
I think that I don't care about it because it's just the only word that could call me another name. That's it. And what about you?
I think it's cute.
That you five with it, right? I'm also fine with it. I don't care much about the word or from other people. Yeah, it's actually my friend.
I feel okay with that.
Yes, but I can't say it here because it's rude. Probably there are some words that we have in a group that we used to discuss, and it's our special word in group. Like for example, the word เหนือชั้น. Well, it's probably only in my group that we saying this kind of word.
Yes, เหนือชั้น or in English we call upper class.
No. I don't think so, because as long as you're Thai, you know that you're Thai, you're not gonna lose your culture. I mean, it's impossible for me, so.
Okay, for me, this question, I think it depends on that person. For me, I've been an exchange student before to United States, and I think that it does nothing to me. It does not affect on any thought of mine about Thai culture. Instead, I get some tips or some explanation more about other people's culture. I think that's a good thing to learn from exchange program.
In my own opinion, I think that we will not lose our culture because we born in Thailand, and since we go abroad to study abroad or study exchange, I think it's the experience, it's the new door that we enter to like get new experience and get new things, open up our mind and our heart to go wider. All right, so I think that lost culture or not depends on that person. And good example that somebody study abroad and then they come back to Thailand and then they always said Thai word and then English word and then Thai word, that kind of thing, to make themselves feel cool that they can speak English influently. But I think that that didn't prove that that person was good or cool or like a native speaker, because I think that speaking your own language was the best thing because you're born with your own culture, you're born with your country.
Not sure, depends on a person.
To summarize, culture is an important factor in our life which can be defined as the nation identity. Nonetheless, people should exchange culture among countries because it is the way to understand people who live in different places.
So from the interview, some of them said that they won't mind if other people call them by the nickname rather than their close friend.
However, they all added that before calling someone nickname, you should be careful because it also shows closeness and some people might get offense with it.